Hey my lovelies, I am going to be doing an updated foundation routine because as you guys know, I have transitioned into using my Makeup Forever HD foundation. Thank you so much for suggesting this to me, girl. I absolutely love it. I've been setting it with my Maybelline powder, and so if you want to join me for my updated foundation routine, then please enjoy this video. I did also throw in bronzing and using my MAC Wonder Woman blush that I just picked up in my MAC Wonder Woman haul video. Also, if you are liking this hair, then please watch my hair tutorial and stay tuned because I'll also be doing some other great videos that I think you'd find helpful. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my updated foundation routine. As you know, I was suggested to start using Makeup Forever by a lovely subscriber. Hey girl! And this is the Makeup Forever HD foundation that I have been adoring. I'm in the number 127 and I've been using it with this sponge thing. And so I just damp this sponge very lightly and I squeeze out the excess water. And then to start, I use just one pump of my Makeup Forever. It looks like maybe that much product. And let me just put on a headband really quick because I know that my bangs are gonna get in the way. Have you guys seen what I'm doing? But what I do is I just kind of dot the product throughout my face, and then I start to kind of press it into my face. Now, depending on how wet your sponge is, that is going to control how, look at me, how sheer the product is going to go on. Now, I don't want it to go on that sheer, so I'm kind of taking a dry cloth and squeezing out some more of the excess water there. It's a lot drier now. And then I'm just going to press the foundation into my skin with the sponge. And depending on how much coverage that you want, you can kind of play around with these type of sponges. And so if you're looking for that really like just light coverage, you just want a really light layer of foundation, then you would make your sponge a lot damper than you would if you wanted heavy coverage. Okay, so I'm just I kind of worked in that first pump pretty well. Now I'm going to go in with one more pump. So about that much more. And I'm going to repeat the step, but this time I'm going to place the foundation kind of in the areas that I need more coverage. So I'm having a breakout right here. Perfect timing for Valentine's Day / birthday dinner. Loving it. And then a little bit more coverage right there. And then along this side. So based on, you know, your skin, if you have acne scarring or, you know, any other types of imperfections that you want to cover up, you would kind of concentrate in the area that bothers you. And so that is pretty much the coverage that I get from just the Makeup Forever HD foundation. As you can see, it's pretty much kind of blurred out a lot of my imperfection areas. And then I'm going to go in and show you how I apply my powder. I'm going to be setting my foundation with my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm in the number 130. I love this powder. I think it is a great coverage. It helps with people who are oily in the T-zone, which I am. I have nothing bad to say about this, and I'm so glad that I found this. You guys know from prior videos that I love using my e.l.f. Brush that kind of has the flat top that looks like this, but you'll never believe I forgot to pack it. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. complexion brush, which to me just looks like a basic powder brush, but if you have that flat top e.l.f. brush, that is the best. That's my favorite thing for applying this. Anyhow, I've been doing with the other flat top one, I've been pressing it and kind of like not moving around my foundation. I find that that works best for me. Now with this, it's going to be a little different as far as the way that I typically do it. But I am still pressing. So that's kind of the main thing that I've been noticing. That my foundation hasn't really moved much, because usually what I would do, even with these kind of brushes, is I would like, I would like buff it and kind of move it all around. But then I kind of noticed that my first layer of my foundation kind of shifted a little because of all of that motion. So I'm kind of learning that for me, to just kind of almost dab my powder sets that foundation much better. And then if you want to, like, after you set it, you want to kind of go and give yourself like a kind of lighter buffing to kind of just smooth out, any roughness, that's fine. But I've been noticing kind of just pressing it in has been working out for me. So that kind of is the coverage that I get after setting with the powder. As you can see, there isn't like any contouring or blush, but I have a pretty much close to, I don't want to say flawless, because I don't really feel like, it's flawless where, I look like a doll, my favorite. But I would say that it has great coverage, and I like that, your skin, if you were here like in person, you can still, see my skin, and it doesn't look like completely like a mask, and I don't really like that look of makeup anyway. So I really like how these two foundation products have been working together. And then why don't you guys just join me for bronzing as well as blushing. So for my bronzer, I'm going to be using one of these guys. In fact, the only one that I have, it's that Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick that I love. I have been using for the Bobbi Brown, I've been just using the face blender brush that came with it, but I'm sure that you might have, a e.l.f. one or a Sigma one, anything, any drugstore thing, or a MAC brush that just looks like that. I like to swirl the whole entire palette of color, and then I go in and I contour. Now see what a difference that this side and this side have? Just really warms the face and kind of brings it back to life. I don't like the look of just like, boom, foundation, like, and that's it. I definitely always put some bronzer and some blush to kind of just, help to kind of warm up your complexion. I put a little above my brow bone. And that's about it. And then I'm going to be using that new blush that I got from the MAC Wonder Woman collection. It's in Amazon Princess. And in case you didn't see that video, or in case the lighting was so horrible in that video, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to be using the upper color, which is a pinky color. I'm going to be using my Sigma Angled Contour F40 brush. And I'm going to be placing the cheek right about here, and then working it back up towards my hairline. Sorry about that. Okay, so as you can kind of see the difference with this side and this side, okay? Now I'm going to go on this side, do my blush. Sorry, I get a little bit more of that pink. I really do like the blushes that I picked up from the MAC Wonder Woman collection. So if they're not sold out in your area and you want to go and swatch them yourself and kind of try them on your skin and see what you feel about it, you may be highly impressed with them as well. Now I'm kind of going for a lot of cheek color, just because that's how I do. And so that is pretty much the finished face look. So if you like that, maybe you can replicate it with some of the items that you have, or maybe you might want to think about, trying the Maybelline line. I'm most impressed with the powder. I did pick up the concealer as well as the liquid foundation, but I just stuck with the powder. The liquid foundation did not work out for me, and I am so thankful that I was able to take the suggestion offered and try this Makeup Forever HD foundation. Loving, loving, loving it. Thank you so much. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed.